It is the conviction, it is the belief you have in your craft. That is it. That is just it. A man is as good as his content.
Hello there, music enthusiasts. Welcome to another exciting episode of Tunes to Fame. Today we're going to be diving into the world of an aspiring artist whose story is not only going to inspire, but motivate other aspiring artists to keep pushing. Joining us in the studio today is Lammy, and he's going to be bearing it all for us to see today. Welcome once again to Tunes to Fame. My name is Midday. How are you doing today, Lammy? You look really cool, calm, collected. You look like you have your life put together, unlike the rest of us who are still, running helter-skelter to figure out our lives.
I won't say that. I will just say, I just internalize things.
You just internalize things? Is that like a music thing? Is that like a creative person thing?
Yeah, and it's also just like a meeting.
A you thing?
Yeah. Oh, you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Right. Okay, so let's delve right into it, right? Tell us about your musical journey.
First off, my name is Olamide. So,
Bado.
So, my music journey isn't the one that was prophesied. It was something that I stumbled upon. Started like 2017, where a friend of mine was a producer. So he brought out this DAW, which is digital audio workstation, which is Fruity Loops, and he started making beats. So when I saw that stuff, I just showed interest. I was, what the fuck is this? So I was like, I'm going to learn how to make music digitally. So anytime he goes to sleep, I will pick his laptop and I'll make the beat. No matter how weird it sounds, I'll be so excited in the morning to play it for him. So he would laugh and do all those stuff, but I kept at it. So the interest in music, in creating tunes, creating sound, it has gone past you singing in your bathroom. It's just now, you're now practically now putting it down and expressing yourself through sound and through your composition and through your message, which is the story you're trying to put across and touch people's life. So my music journey has just been an awesome one. It has been filled with a lot of disappointment. When you start up something, not everybody will believe in it. Your family won't believe in it. Your friends will laugh at you, and you invest a lot just to achieve something, just to attain that peace. Because music has gone past a culture. It is an expression. It is something inside that you feel that you can't explain. So most of the times we put in the music to just try and just reach out to people. Just heal the world and just create something very, very, that will stand the test of time, that you can say that, okay, this is my legacy. Because music and your content should outlive you. It will definitely outlive you. So why not just put your effort and just put out something that when you're gone, it will still be there for people. Whether positive or negative.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so in one word, what is music to you?
No one has got the definition of music. Some people say it is you putting together music notes, you making melodies in your heart or whatever. But I just feel like for every music there must be a story.
True.
So if I'm going to express myself, like for me, the way I sing, I don't really sing that much. I write songs, and it is from something that I experience. If I experience stuff, instead of me, I don't know how to express verbally like this. I would rather just put it in songs.
Words and rather in songs.
Just put it in songs. Then you will understand what I went through or what I'm going through. That's how I do my songs, my music. So music to me is me documenting my lifestyle, putting down my emotions. It's just like me writing a poem and just putting it out there. So that is music to me, in my own words, not in anybody's words. Yeah.
Thank you so much. You're also a producer,
yes,
right? Not just a singer. You already told us why you went into music in the first place. But what really made you to start producing? What made you go into music production?
It was just weird, It was just you seeing a friend of yours making instrumentals. I've always wanted to make instrumentals. I've always wanted to be in the studio to know how creative people put all these sounds, all these things together. But seeing my friend just bringing out a laptop with a software, Fruity Loops, and making just like him playing brick games. And I was like, what is this nigga doing? And anytime he plays it back, there's this melody. I'm like, wow, this is interesting. So what made me go into music production was so that I'll be able to like produce my own sound. You know, many people go into production because, oh, that is the thing that you cash out from. Everybody's doing it now, so why not doing it and enjoy your life and just try and just, not that. I didn't go into that for that. I go into to express myself, to create, those people that created those genres, the jazz, the Fuji, the Afro, all this contemporary sound, the Ote sound, those guys, they were trailblazers. They were able to know that, okay, this is this sound, let me put this together, it will make this sound. So this is my style. This is how I want to. So what made me go into music production is to produce my type of music. And what's my type of music? My type of music is just basically something that heals. I want people to listen to my song when they're going to work or their 9-to-5 stuff and they're like, oh, they're in that TGI, not the, oh God, it's Monday cruise. It's going to be thank God it's Friday cruise.
Yeah.
So I just want to it's just like me just medicating people with my music. So I do psychedelic music and it's
Psych what? Can you take that again? You do what?
Psychedelic music.
Okay, psychedelic.
Psychedelic music.
Okay.
Yeah, music that will put you in that state of
groovy state.
You know,
in a groovy state.
Spacey and a good state.
Yeah.
Yeah, a mind well-being state. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so have you worked with any major music producer?
Yes, I used to be a gospel producer. Yeah, that was back in the day.
Used to.
Will I say?
So you've left the gospel?
No, I won't say that is just religion actually.
Right.
But I used to produce like religious or religious or conscious sound when it comes to that Christianity and cruise before back in the day. But now I've been able to just like I produce both the gospel or the religious, then the secular now. Yeah. You get so.
Have you collaborated with any major
collaborated
producer?
with several people in the gospel space. Yeah. Like the likes of TB1, the likes of Ada, the likes of a few, because back in the day I would produce a soundtrack and write a song, then we invite these people to come and record them and we direct them to sing the songs. You get. But in the secular space I've worked with a few, co-produced a few, but you know now most of the times when you produce there's always so that you get big bar now. So either you sign off your exclusivity deal or there are some stuff that, but a few upcoming and a few fast rising ones. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah, I've worked with a few of them, but I basically write songs.
Okay, so tell me, what's your production style as a producer? What's your style?
Open-minded.
Open-minded?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate?
Okay, I'm someone that I resonate with good sound. So my grandma introduced me to music, like to listen to good music. So she would get this folk music from Ondo Town. I'm from Ondo Town. You know, this like the likes of Ojurongbe, the likes of Elimuri, that's from Ekiti. You know, people like Orlando Owo, Sonny Ade, all this stuff. Those are the type of people. I know it's weird, but I listen to those type of sound because of the message and the way their percussions, their progressions. So what I now do is I now use contemporary sound to just hype it up. So it sounds like retro and it sounds like contemporary. So it's like an alternative indie production. You get, it's just like a balance. So I like when people listen to my sound and they go, this is from Africa. And what better way to show it's from Africa by using a lot of hand-beaten materials like drums, you know, like what's it called, the wood sound, the flute, all those kind of crews that brings out the African sound. So I imbibe that into my production to make it Africa. So when you listen to my sound, you know that it's from Africa.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about you now as a singer. Lammy the singer.
Okay.
Right. Is there any Nigerian music artist that you look up to, who you've fashioned your sound to, your music to sound like?
Sincerely, I don't fashion my music to sound like anybody. Like, humbly speaking,
right.
I still frankly speaking.
Yeah.
So I just do music. It is a spiritual thing. You know, Fela said music is spiritual. So you can't play with music. You can't be faffing around with music, and we all know that the spiritual is the mother of the physical. So music is spiritual. So it's not something that I plan myself that, oh, I want to create this beat. It's something that I have to be in that state. It's like when you go to church and the pastor says, raise up your hands, and the Holy Spirit is going to move now. So when I'm making music, I just put myself in that music-induced spiritual zone where it just comes, just get inspired, and I just start putting one and two together, and it comes out nice. But it's not true. It is not by what I know, what I'm putting together. It's just by the direction, and that is how it will come out. And people say, "Oh, I like that beat. The beat is even better than the sound." You know, that kind of stuff. So.
All right. Speaking of Fela, now you know there's already like a musical evolution from what music used to sound like during the days of Fela, because Fela is the father of Afro music, right? And so there's already a musical evolution from what music used to sound like then and what it sounds like now, even with the message and stuff. So if you were to, you know, pick out something from those times to now the contemporary time with the contemporary kind of music, what would you pick out from there that you think should still be infused in today's kind of music?
From Fela's sound or from retro sound?
Retro sound, those days, the Fela kind of music and music that was, you know, sung during those times, because there's a whole lot. I mean, the message might still be the same, but it already feels diluted. Right. So what would you still pick out from there that you think should still be infused or should have never been lost in today's music?
Okay, one, I'm going to go from the aspect of the production. Back in the day, they use the analog type of music production, where the kick, everything has to be cued in the studio with big mixers, big amplifiers and stuff. So the person playing has to play live, the person playing the sax has to play it live. But now everything has been digitalized, and we all know that even as digitalization has really made it very, very easy to create sound. But the downside to it is that the richness of those percussions or of those instrumentations along the line, because you're digitalizing, you are EQing this, EQing that, then the quality of the sound is being reduced and being fucked with. That is one. Then two, about the richness, about the message, we can't really say that the message or the story is still the same. Back in the day, more of morals are being depicted, are being preached in songs. Take, for example, the Majek Fashek, the Shino Peters. It's either they are talking against the government, or they are addressing immorality, or they are addressing something about family, about something. So, but now, these days, all majority of the artists, it's either somebody broke their heart, or maybe they are singing about girl with big yash, or it's just very, very, it can be very, very annoying. And the industry or the airways is just saturated with, I don't know, it's just stuff that you can't really learn anything from it aside from, I can't even put it into words. It's getting me pissed, but still, because it's true, because most people with the right sound and the richness of what they want to pass across, they are not even being showcased. And the people, they just are blown. So anything I put down, you must eat it. So I won't even put in much effort like I should into it, because anything I do, the internet will definitely pick it. I just need to just push it like they push this, like, pay this influencer to do. So the material itself is not something that will be evergreen. It's not something that somebody will listen to and will still feel that from. So it has really watered down. It is not like before. There's no legacy in the sound. Those people, they paved the way by putting the legacy in the sound. But now, these days, maybe a few.
All right, thank you so much, Lammy. So right about now, we're going to take a short break while we listen to one of his major jams.
Tomorrow is gonna take care of tomorrow. Tomorrow save today shine, it could blind your eyes. Because tomorrow is great. Tomorrow is super. Tomorrow is glorious. Tomorrow, I know. Disco.
All right, welcome back. Now, that was Tomorrow by Lammy. I particularly like the message of that song. You know, we keep saying that the youths are the leaders of tomorrow. And tomorrow, or rather today, as at yesterday, was tomorrow.
Exactly.
Right? And yet, it's like nothing has really changed.
Yes,
right? What was promised is still being promised.
Yeah.
Right. So tell me, what was the inspiration behind that song?
I wrote that song it was during the COVID. Yeah, so I was going through a lot in my life then, and I'm this kind of person that when I'm going through stuff, I don't really speak out. I just internalize it and try and deal with it by myself. Shake it. I try not to step on people's toes. But you know now, because you're quiet and you're trying to stay chill and to stay calm, people will probably take you for a fool. For a man in this country, or for a man right now, it's like it only takes a disciplined man to stay grounded in what he believes in. If you're not careful, people will distract you from the cause and from your mission. And people will still gaslight you and still question you and still judge you like you're not doing as much as that and you're not doing, but they don't know your process. Even though, you know, if you are trying to build a skyscraper, you're going to spend time working on the foundation. While you're working on the foundation, some people would have even started their bungalow, roofed it, finished it, done their housewarming, but you're still working on the foundation because of where you're going. So I always tell people that the song itself it's Onilori Oriola. That means we
see today, but we don't know what tomorrow holds. Right. Yeah.
And in that I said tomorrow is going to take care of tomorrow. So instead of you worrying about tomorrow, just don't worry about tomorrow, because worrying doesn't do anything about anything. And moreover, if there is that unspoken law that God is the Alpha and Omega, so if it's the beginning and the end, then where do you think you are? You're just in the middle.
You're just in the middle,
so
right?
Why are you stressing? So that's just the overview of all this stuff. It's just like it was also a freestyle. Yeah. I don't really know.
Is this like one of your hit songs, like in terms of streaming and whatnot?
I don't do music for streams.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't.
So
I don't do music.
How do you do music? What's the plan for this? Because I think it's a really great song.
Yeah, I feel, you know, as a creator,
right?
A creator should have the ability to know that, okay, once I create something, there's a reason why it's being created. And if you're going to publish it, you should know the demography and who is targeted towards. So if you have a valued content and you're pushing it out and people resonate with it, the idea is for other people to resonate, for people to learn from your content. You get? I'm not that artist that will say, okay, when you drop a track, then you wait maybe like 3 months, you push it, then you drop another one, you push, then you drop an EP or an album, then you push. No, I don't give a f about that. What I'm really concerned about is that I do songs. If I do 10 songs in a day. If I feel like dropping it, I drop it. Because people keep holding songs in their drives and keep putting it out. What if anything happens? The idea is for you to let people know what you are doing as a creative. Once you know that this is good, put it out. If it doesn't blow today, you'll be so surprised that maybe next year it will blow, or maybe 5 years down the line. You can never do, but why put it down? If it's meant to maybe save people, or like one of my songs, somebody will come in from Botswana, on Instagram, I really enjoy that song, but that is just from how many streams? From limited streams. But that is my own joy. I'm not after the streams. I'm not after that. I am a creative. I'm a creator. I paint, I draw, I write songs. You know, I create things. That is my joy. I enjoy creating things. So I shouldn't just box myself by saying, oh, I want stream. Yeah, it can be very, very disappointing sometimes. It used to get to me, the likes, the whatever, but I don't give a shit. That is just it. So I just create because I can create, period.
So what's your take on record labels? Are you an advocate for, as an artist, it would be good to join a record label? Record labels are beneficial to artists. Or are you a fan of being an independent artist and doing your stuff yourself because you don't want the hassle that comes with being associated with a record label?
It depends. But this is what I know. I know before you get a deal with a record label, you must have been an independent artist. Right? You have to start from that. It is much more better for you to be an independent artist because you can control your creative process. But if you don't have money, or if you don't have the structure, you get their machinery. Record labels are like that mechanized structure that once you're there, your talent will be put to test. Where you know that, okay, the studio is booked for you, you have your A&R guys, you have your publishing guy, your royalties, the guys that are your lawyer, everything, there is structure. So what you just need to do is just keep creating while others will do the work and get your songs to where it needs to be. But if you are an independent artist and you don't have money, you don't have any sponsor, then you remain that upcoming or in that artist. So I would say not all record labels are vicious, but at the same time, the record label, whether we like it or not, they are there to monetize the talent. It depends on the contract that you're being presented with. So the person that is signing the contract should give himself brain. After all, wisdom is profitable.
More like employ a lawyer, because sometimes there are bits and pieces that as an artist you might miss because you're not an expert in that field. But a lawyer would most likely be able to look at the document or the contract thoroughly, right, to be able to know which is favorable to you and which is not favorable to you.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
You need a lawyer. If you're even going to sign as an independent artist, you need a lawyer to help you review your contract. Not every lawyer are armed or are equipped to be a music business lawyer. So you need a music business lawyer,
an entertainment lawyer.
Yes, exactly, to look into those contracts before you sign them. And if it's not favorable, then they'll help you renegotiate the terms and conditions. Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much. So, are you working on what are the future projects that you're working on?
Okay. Basically, I represent the Church of Creatives, the Cock.
Okay. That's such an interesting name.
The Cock.
Especially, I'm sorry, because there is church, and then if sums up to cock, I'm like.
Yeah, COK. The K is creatives.
Okay.
It's just a hub or a community of creatives. So it's not a school of creatives.
Of creatives, just community,
church.
Right?
So it's just like also worshiping, creatives coming together to worship and resonate. So I represent, I consult, I work with them, and the idea is for us to just build a better community for creatives and also for projects. Yes, I have a few viral videos that I'm shooting, some PR pop-ups, some events that it's the Ember month, obviously. So now, first this, right. We have to be at this location. So that's just basically.
Right. So, is there any Nigerian artists or foreign artists you're looking forward to collaborating with?
For Nigerian artists, if it's not artists from the Cock or SPC the culture, then I don't know.
Who are the artists in the Cock?
Yes, now Bishop Kali,
okay,
Big Chose, Jola, a lot. Right. Cast, Prof. C. Excelente, Loop the Grace. I have all these guys. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. What about foreign artists?
For foreign artists, I don't know. I'm open for collaborations, but at the same time, anyone is cool. In as much it is across. So
before we let you go, or before I let you go, before you, because you're going to actually do a live performance for us.
Okay.
But before that, any words for up-and-coming artists and producers who are finding it difficult to, maintain their balance in the industry, who are finding it difficult to keep creating and are struggling to keep up with their dreams? What are your words for them? Words of encouragement for them?
I believe these same people, if they speak to themselves, they know the advice. I believe no matter the advice anybody gives you, you know the route you're going to take at the end of the day. So it is not about what I have to say, but at the same time, I believe as a creative, as an artist, as a producer, if you are creating anything, you should have that. You should work on your mind and see whatever you create as an extension of you. That being said, like me, if I make a beat or I write a song, I don't care if you don't like it. If I sing it, if you don't like it, that's your bags.
Means you're not my target audience.
I don't even care. That is just the interesting thing. But artists, they have this low self-esteem that once they create, they have to play it for this, play it for this, play it for this. Even though you have that conviction in your heart that this is great. There's a way you feel about the song. Maybe you're crying and you're feeling all emotional, and you know that this is solid. Then somebody will go, nah, that's not what is raining. That's not. Then you throw that into the drive, you push it back. So, as an artist, you should learn how to not to give two fucks about your creatives. That is what I'm going to say. Because if you don't believe in what you, then nobody will believe. Nobody will believe it. I used to fix nails when I was in school. I would fix nails, eyelash. But then I would make mistakes because of the queue in school. I was the only guy that was fixing nails.
Wow.
So then I would fix nails, and when I fix the nails, I add the acrylic nails, or maybe the Kango or the French tips. I will just put it there.
Right.
Some will probably slant to the side. So the girls are wondering, in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, I really missed this one. This one is bad. But I hope she doesn't notice. So when I'm done powdering and everything, no, I don't like this. I would like, no, I did that intentionally. This is the style. I don't, oh, that's actually this style. She will go to her hostel and bring maybe 3 more people to do that same, to do bend this one. It is the conviction, it is the belief you have in your craft. That is it. That is just it. A man is as good as his content.
Right.
That's what I
All right, thank you so much, Lammy. It's been such a pleasure having you here. So now is the time where you're going to show us that creative side of you. Do a live performance for us. Are you up for it? Yeah. All right.
Yo, so I they use loan, they patch loans. These days I feel misunderstood in the right tenses. I mean I love loan. Sometimes I wanna take this L and say fuck it. I just wanna jump a grass greener on the other side. I've been distracted lately, I don't write no more. But hey, far better days are here now. Throw back to last year, I was in a bad place. And I did lost my mind, I was in that e-state. Broke as fuck, my account bled out. Was on life support, beans of bread every day. I wanna know you be to boss 16. But even at that lowest point, Radio TV Plus was conceived and bettered. Many killstones are this Steven, but Baba no go die until Toba Daru go. Lifestyle, Dinosaur. Things are not the same. Men working in fake chains. Kunta Kinte, Django state of mind. Watch me brush them off like Tachas B.O. Tell them to soak their minds in IPO. Okay. Enough of that super story. Let me tell you the reason why I wrote this piece.
Rules castigate me. They are overthinking. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, magic? That shit is too deep. See my heart. She's my heart. Heal my heart. See my heart. Too long to
Spare thanks to TAK who had my back. Shout out to Henrietta who kept me in line. Many thanks to Chiefs who drove me to the light. Thank you, Mommy K, you never stop praying. stop tripping. I'm taking, bitch be gone. I remember that year I slumped twice on duty. They call me the slumdog millionaire. Steady making moves and this ain't no solitaire. Every time I take a look at myself, I feel great. I feel great. Things are not the same. Every time I take a look at myself, I feel great.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your man Lammyluge made it. You can call me the lifestyle dinosaur. And I want to say a big thank you for taking a listen, or taking several listens, or take several listens. I want to get that one. Make una know say one the baby time make 10,000 the baby tars, and with 10,000 the baby tars make 1 gigameters. Whatever that means. Shout out to my blood. Foco.
Oh, what a game I play safe. PS this BS gotta go with the wind. Ball so cold, I'm in chinchilla. Starting with Bay, Cola Coachella. Bars on bars like I run a laundry business. I just wanna mind my own business, but people be minding my business like say it's their business. So I made them know, Lammy 2.8, the King James version.
All right, and that is all we can take on today's episode of Tunes to Fame. I mean, this was yet another exciting episode, but I won't be away from your screens for too long. I'll be back again soon. But until then, my name is Mide, and it's bye for now.